Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. This week has been such a weird one, and I am just so happy to be back and just talking about music. If you joined us last week for our video, thank you so much for coming back this time around. And if this is your first video, thank you for being here. My name is Olivia, and we're like a book club over here, but for music. That's how I like to think of it. So thanks for coming over here. And today we have 2 releases to listen to, react to, and discuss. So thanks for joining, and let's get into it. So the 2 releases that we're going to be talking about today are Ariana Grande's Yes and Lil Nas X's J Christ. We are going to start with Ariana Grande's Yes and. I'm going to watch the video in real time, and I'll pause it throughout to talk, and then I'll give you my thoughts at the end. Okay. So they're starting this music video with a bunch of what seems to be critics saying different things about her and critiquing her in seemingly frivolous ways. One person says about how her ponytail should be higher. One person says about how they don't care about her happiness, they just care about art. This is an interesting way to start this video, given that she has had so much critique this year over her personal relationships. They're having these critics now delve into some criticisms that seem a little bit more far-fetched, like, "Oh, I heard that she was starting her own hummus line," and, "Oh, yeah, well, I read it on the internet." An interesting way to approach the critiques that she has had about her relationship. Not sure how I feel about it. Okay. Yeah, hair on this. Got hair. Okay, so we're starting the song with a bunch of stone statues in this warehouse, and I'm making an assumption here that this main person that they're focusing on is Ariana Grande? Okay, and then the statues crumble. So, just logistically speaking, the statues crumble, and then Ari just emerges from behind a pole. Ah, okay. I thought they were going to paint her in, like, full silver, like those performers that you see in New York City. I thought that's what they were going to do, but this went a different way. First impressions of this track is we're definitely leaning into that club sound with more of a pulsating beat, very similar to what Troye Sivan did with Rush, particularly the club scene in the gay and queer community. Um, she's definitely leaning into that a little bit. The outfit choice is interesting. I'm not really sure what I'm not really sure why this outfit. It reminds me of when you are younger and you're in musical theater like I was, and you're put in these, like, very tight, like, leotard outfits. That really reminds me of what she's wearing. Now, she's also wearing these heels that I'm assuming are performer heels. So when you dance in heels, there are specific heels that you're supposed to wear so that you can dance better and you can still have that heeled look. So my impression of this and what she's trying to communicate here through just her outfit is she's going to be on Wicked soon, and she's probably using this video as a way to do a bit of promo for her upcoming stint with Wicked. And so I'm assuming that's why maybe she's wearing the dancing heels and all of that. And even just dancing in general. I mean, we don't really see her dance a lot in videos, like full choreography. So she is voguing in this video, which further, connects to more of that, gay club type sound that she's trying to have with this song. I mean, there's a lot of voguing in here. I mean, it reminds me of Madonna. There is a lot of voguing and choreography here with a bit of that gay club sound, and I would say it even leans a bit 80s. Very Madonna. I mean, it's a very simple beat. It's a very simple beat and very reminiscent of the 80s. Okay. And the critics are getting hot and taking off their clothes? So there's also a point of the song here where she has this vocal distortion. Again, very similar to Troye Sivan's One of Your Girls, not trying to necessarily directly compare, but I mean, that's the most recent example. We're starting to see this pattern with pop music that is leaning more towards the gay club beat with those vocal distortions that you would typically expect. It's interesting. What is she holding? I don't know what she's holding there. It looks like a face roller, but I don't think it's that. And now she's dancing more dancing. You know, it's really nice to see Ariana Grande be in this full choreography. I mean, truly, it's a whole number. I don't feel like we see her do that a lot, so it's pretty refreshing. I like that. Oh, okay. So I see what they're doing here. So at the end of the video, everything reverts back to stone, and then they bring in the next group of critics. So let's take a look at the lyrics. I'm very curious. Can I even get these on Spotify? I'm not seeing them. I don't see the lyrics on Spotify. Cool. I'm gonna have to look on like Genius or something. So the pre-chorus speaks once again to that gay club tune that she's trying to achieve here. It says, "Boy, come on, put your lipstick on. Come on and walk this way through the fire. And if you find yourself in a dark situation, just turn on your light and be like, yes, and." It's very clear the direction that she's trying to go with yes, and maybe the direction she's trying to go with this album in general. I am not necessarily against it. I just don't I wasn't expecting this. Let me just say that. I was not expecting this. I just am curious who wrote this song. So, this song was written by Ariana Grande and also 2 other co-writers as well. Honestly, I really didn't think Ari was going to write this song. Um, and the reason is because in the past, Ariana Grande has relied on songwriters to be able to write many of her tracks. But, you know, it's nice to see that she did have a part in writing this song. I think that that's great. My overall impressions of Yes and I'd say it's like a solid like 6. I think the song's fine. I think it's upbeat, it's catchy. I'll probably listen to it a few more times. However, I don't think that this song is going to be a standout on her upcoming album. I don't think it's a cultural moment. Let me just say that. The song is fine. The lyrics are cute. I would think that it's probably going to be an empowering song for some. But for me, this song just it just doesn't hit like Thank You Next or Rings or Rain on Me, some of her other singles, her recent singles. This is just not at that level for me personally. I think it's fine. I'm very neutral about it. I don't think it's great and I don't think it's terrible. The music video was cute. Overall, I don't think this is going to be one of the singles that actually ends up standing out on her project as a whole. But I think it's a cute single. It's an interesting way to come back from all of the criticism that she has been getting this year with her relationship. So, you know, it's just interesting that this is the first song she decides to come out with, but I think it's fine. Solidly in the middle. Excuse me. My God. Does this have the lyrics? No. What the? Is there like a lag with Spotify or something where you don't get the lyrics right away? I'm very confused. Pull up the lyrics. Okay. All right, so now we are going to move on to the single that I was most excited to talk about. We're going to move on to Lil Nas X's J Christ. Now, I have been following all of his content on this release, and I mean, Lil Nas X loves to troll. He is a very provocative pop artist. So I knew going into this that this was going to be a troll on some elements of religion, specifically with Catholicism and Christianity. I'm looking forward to this video. Honestly, is Lil Nas X is I'm so confused. What am I trying to say? I like literally can't talk right now. Lil Nas X comes out with the best music videos of any pop artist lately. So I grew up Catholic. I know both sides of this. I am not going into this with any particular expectation or criticism, so I'm looking forward to it. I love Lil Nas X. I admire his goal and his ability to just push the boundaries of pop music. So I'm looking forward to this very much. All right, let's get into it. Okay. Initially, Lil Nas X, first of all, looks amazing in this video, but he's playing this role of Jesus Christ. He looks great. He looks great. He has this amazing white mesh dress on with a white bodysuit underneath and these knee-high white boots while wearing a choker that spells out sex. So already we're starting off great. Also, just initially, right off the bat, this beat is very similar to Kendrick Lamar's "Humble." I don't know if anyone else got that from this song. It's interesting. Very similar. Okay. For some reason is that supposed to be Michael Jackson? Uh, okay. This is why is I don't know why there is a reference to Michael Jackson in this, but he also looks like Corey Feldman. Like, I'm just so confused by this. That's okay. Starting off great. We have this scene of him descending down into hell again, just like Montero. Obviously, we love. Okay. There's a Nike sponsor? What is happening? I know that these are Nikes. I'm, like, pretty positive that these are Nikes. My brother has ones just like these in an off-white color, so I know that these are Nikes. But yeah, the shoes say Luke 10:18. I wonder what verse that is of the Bible. Okay, so he's sitting next to a sheep with a sheep shear. Okay. What? So then all of his sheep, wool, the sheep wool ends up turning into a gown that he's now wearing at what looks to be like a heaven Met Gala? Interesting. Alright, so now he's Noah from Noah's Ark. Day 0. Okay, a new beginning. Ugh, that was so fun. Okay, that's one thing you can always rely on Lil Nas X for. He's gonna give you an awesome song and a great music video that's just so fun. I love this song. I cannot wait to listen to this song again. This video is so effing chaotic. Like, it is amazing. I love how the way that he is approaching religion is both accurate and also makes fun of it. That's hard. That is hard to find. Not many people can both be accurate when talking about religion and also make fun of it. So, I'll give him that. That was really great. Alright, let's look at the lyrics. His trolling's so effective. Like, he's just so accurate about it. Like, that's so hard to do. Okay, so the lyrics are fine. The lyrics are totally fine. I mean, I think a line that's going to go down in pop history is, "Bitch, I'm back like J. Christ." That's gonna go down in pop history, okay? The lyrics otherwise are totally fine. I think that this song is so good because of the music video, because we know that he's back after a few years off from making music. This song is also so good because of the beat, which is so similar, in my opinion, to Kendrick Lamar's "Humble." I don't know if that was intentional. Okay, and Lil Nas X did write this song along with some other co-writers as well, so, we love to see it. We really do love to see that. Overall, I love this song. I love this song. I cannot wait to listen to this again. I'm going to give this a solid 8. Like a very solid 8, maybe even a 9. Like, I think this is as pop as you can get in just terms of quality And in terms of controversy, something that we don't see a lot is pop music that is also controversial. That is very difficult to find in pop music because the whole idea of pop music is that it should be digestible for the majority of people. I love that the direction of this song is moving pop into this very controversial category. I think that's an interesting space. And Lil Nas X was already like this on his freshman album, but I think we're going to see this on his new album coming out this year. So I am really excited. This was a very, very strong start. And I think out of both of the singles, this one is going to be the one that I listen to again. Okay, everyone, thanks for joining me today to talk about these two new singles. Next Friday, I will be back here to do a full in depth review and discussion of Kid Cudi's Insano. I'm a huge Kid Cudi fan. I cannot wait for this album. I've been hearing rumors that this album is going to be very reminiscent of original Kid Cudi, so I'm looking forward to it. So we will be back next week. Feel free. I'm so bad with closing. Like, opening and closing these videos are just they're so hard. Like, I don't know what does that. All right, thanks for joining me. See you again next week. Bye.